Happy Saturday, everybody. It's another great day for High Point University hockey, and it starts right now. It's the Panthers and the Pirates. Conference game time for High Point, ECU and High Point, and the Panthers are looking for their first conference win of the season after going 0-2 against Christopher Newport 2 weekends ago, but they look great against the Elon Phoenix last night. I'm Graham Tuck. Garrett Escala again on the commentary with me today, and Garrett, a lot of great things to take away from last night, but the star last night was Ryan Henry with 3 assists.
Yeah, I think that just goes to show his playmaking ability, his knowledge of the game. When he has the puck in his stick, he always seems to know what he's going to do with it. He always seems to know where his fellow line mates are going to be on the ice, and it showed yesterday with those 3 assists and that Sean Kelly goal, where that was a tic-tac-toe play.
An absolute highlight reel finish. If you haven't seen it, go look at it. HPU Club Sports Instagram. It was a beauty. One of the best that the team has netted all year long. The team will be without Nick Fallon today against ECU, nursing an injury, and in his place it'll be Dakota Sexton dressing up. And another big storyline last night against Elon was the goaltender play. Freshman Ian Temkin had a shutout for the first 55 minutes of regulation. Ended up getting the win in his first career start. 5-2 was the final, but tonight, or this afternoon I should say, it's going to be Michael Ohlweiler back in the net for High Point.
Yeah, I love Michael Ohlweiler. I do breakaways with him sometimes at the end of practice, and he stops me every single time. It's crazy. He had a big game against Wake Forest. I wasn't there for that, but I heard that he had over 60 saves. I'm excited to see him play tonight.
Yep, 62 saves on 66 shots. It was a sight to behold, and if you weren't able to watch that game already, you can go back and watch it as soon as this one's over, but don't go anywhere. Warm-ups are just about wrapped up. We're going to take a break. They'll cut the ice. We'll do the national anthem, and when we come back, it's the first period of action here in Greensboro. We are ready for the first period here in High Point, North Carolina, and there on the bench you can see Ryan Henry. He's getting ready. He's part of the starting line for the Panthers tonight, this afternoon, and it's a line that got shifted a little bit from yesterday. Out there to take the national anthem, it was Henry, Nupp, and Calkins, the forwards, with Jack Olson and Sean Egan, the starting defense pairing, it seems. A little bit of a different look today than last night for the Panthers, but hopefully a winning combination for a team that's looking to win 2 in a row for the first time this year. Graham Tuck, Garrett Escala with me. And this should be a good game between High Point and ECU.
This is a big game for the Panthers.
It's a big game for the Panthers. It's a big game for ECU as well. And both teams looking for a conference win, and a very important one at that.
Especially with the Panthers already being 0-2 in conference play. This is a big game to not start 0-3.
High Point getting it in the offensive zone right away. And that line that I mentioned at first, it changed just a little bit. Cazzola getting the start rather than Ryan Henry, although Henry was out there for the national anthem. But it's semantics at this point as Cazzola takes it in the corner. Try to backhand pass to the slot, nobody home. And it's fielded behind the net by ECU. Jack Olson with a good keep at the point, earning the start defensively. Cazzola comes away with the puck, nobody home. Backhanded shot, save made by the goaltender for ECU. Number 1 is the jersey number on the tarp for ECU's Tendy. No number 1 on their roster. So we'll update you on that as soon as we can. Open in the circles and a pass across, looking for Alex Fisher. That was a good look from Caleb Downs, but didn't find the intended recipient. The Johnson-Kelly-Henry line is back together and out on the ice right now. It was a line that produced very well last night. Egan tries a stretch pass up to a darting Ryan Henry, but it's into the netting and out of play.
Would have been a breakaway for Ryan Henry if that just chipped off the glass right to center ice. But I've noticed it's been pretty physical to start the game.
Panthers win the draw. Sean Kelly has it on the backhand, loses it. A poke check from Henry, tries to get it to Johnson, but can't. Backhanded pass from Johnson is batted down at the red line by McMahon, who goes across the red line. And the blue tries a cross-ice pass. Sean Kelly picks it up in the slot, loose, and a glove save, and a good one at that by Michael Ohlweiler on a backhanded shot off the stick of a Pirate in the crease. And that was a fluttering puck, a tough save, but tracking it in all the way was Ohlweiler.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was expecting a fastball, but got a knuckleball or a changeup.
However way you want to put it, it was a difficult adjustment to make, but Ohlweiler up to the challenge. Hussey off the face-off win for High Point. A new look line yet again for the Panthers. It's Arsenault, Padgett, and Kennedy, the 3 forwards. The defensemen, McDonald and Hussey. Camden Hussey fields the pass from McDonald, gets it up to Padgett. Chips it off the boards, it's turned over. Padgett kicks it to Logan Kennedy. He had a goal last night, his first of the season.
A very nice assist as well.
Doubling his point total on the season with 2 last night.
And this line definitely looks different with Nick Fallon being out, moving Aiden Padgett up. I can fit nicely on this line.
And he puts one into the blue paint, and quickly it's gloved down by Ben Reichbart, the goalie for ECU. On the bench is their normal number 1, Graham Emmett. And if you recall last season, if you watched any of the ACCHL tournament on the HPU Club Hockey channel, Graham Emmett was the goaltender for ECU during that run, which saw them fall short, taking a loss to Coastal Carolina in the semifinals, who would eventually win the whole thing.
And this line also has a different look with CK moving up to forward.
It's Macheska, Firth, and CK. Christian Kuntz, the forwards, with Prine and Kondraki, the defense pairing. Oldweiler will play it behind the cage for Prine. And he gets it back from CK, puts it off the boards for Firth. Pendracky, a pass to CK, will clear the zone but not find the tape, and it's fielded in the defensive end by Cam Anderson for ECU. Passed up to the neutral zone, but not handled very well. A good move from Prine to get free, and he'll dump it into the zone. It's on net, and covering is Reichbart for a face-off with 16:43 left in the period.
Good play to get an offensive zone face-off. Now the Panthers have their top line out there. Hopefully they can set up, control the puck, and put one in the net.
And the Panthers had their most dominant win of the season last night. It was their first win decided by multiple goals. It was a 5-2 final. Their first win came against Denison in overtime, and then an 8-7 final against UNC. I'd ask you about that game, but I'm pretty sure you don't remember much of it. But you know, it was the first game this season that High Point outshot their opponent last night. That is, and that's a good sign. It's, you know, a sign of the offense clicking in practice and things paying off in the game. And you know, it's something that you got to keep up as it goes forward because it pays off in the win column.
Correct. Going back to what I said yesterday, it's all about chemistry, and I think that everyone has really started to click in practice and during the games, and it showed yesterday with the way the Panthers controlled the puck.
Cazzola loses it in the neutral zone, turned over to LeBlanc. Kelman in on sides, loose in the slot, rebound chance there. Oldweiler not able to make the save as it went wide. In the corner, picked up by ECU. Crisp pass to the point, pass down low, backhand shot, pad save. Oldweiler, another one, and a second pad save on the rebound opportunity. A good move by Cazzola to get by. Nupp in the neutral zone will just dump it in. No icing. Turnover, and Kelly had a chance on the breakaway, but we're going to have a whistle.
I believe it is too many men on the Panthers.
And that's something that we've seen them get caught for a couple of times. A bench minor for too many men to High Point. Penalty kill was very good for the Panthers last night, but they'll be tested early here. Dakota Johnson serving the minor.
No, the Pirates look like they move the puck well. Just watching them play, they know where their other players are on the ice. I think they make that extra pass that we don't see that much, where other teams decide to shoot the puck, where they're looking for that perfect shot, perfect pass.
A weak shot from the blue line by LeBlanc is patted down by Oldweiler, and he'll cover for a draw. .32 left in the first period. Face-off won by the Panthers. Hussey will try to clear, and he'll be successful getting it all the way down into the attacking end for High Point. Sean Kelly giving chase. This is one thing this Panther team likes to do a lot of is forecheck. That was a great look that time from Arsenault. Had Sean Kelly wide open in the slot, but couldn't get it to him. Pass rims all the way around the boards to find Ian McLinn, the captain for the Pirates. Four-man scrum along the boards. Finally gets free. It's LeBlanc. High slot, shot blocked in front by Hussey. That's a good block by Camden Hussey, and the Panthers will clear. Power play almost halfway done for ECU. It's LeBlanc bringing it across the blue line. Good move to get around a man, but unable to get a shot off, and it's gloved down by Oldweiler. Sean Egan's going to sit a man down.
Yeah, he was going in pretty hard towards Mike. I like what Sean Egan did there, trying to protect his goaltender there.
Yeah, you got to keep Oldweiler safe at all costs, and surprisingly, despite how great Oldweiler has played this season, he's still looking for his first win on the year. Eric Smith got the win against UNC and Denison. Ian Temkin with the win last night, but Oldweiler, the best he's done is a tie against Wake Forest, and to be honest, he earned a win in that game, but overtime wasn't enough to settle the score. Logan Kennedy with a blocked shot off of the slap shot from Mason McMahon. To the blue line at Schaefer. Pad save, Oldweiler, nobody there to clean up the rebound. And it'll leak all the way back down. A good clear by the Panther penalty kill.
Logan Kennedy, another block shot yesterday. I think we saw him block at least 4 shots yesterday. likes to put his body on the line. That's a great team player.
And the Pirates are off sides as the puck got caught up around the blue line. 23 seconds left on the power play for ECU. 14:03 left on the clock in the first period. Neither team scored yet, but ECU leads the shot on goal counter 6-2 after a couple of good opportunities on the power play.
Only 20 seconds left.
Fisher and Arsenault set to take the draw, and it's won by the Pirates. But Pageant comes away with it, bringing it in on sides. He's all open at the circles. Shot, save, rebound there. Arsenault couldn't put it home. Pageant had it in the slot, but couldn't settle it on the tape. Arsenault at the top of the circles fires it on, and it's high. 6 seconds left on the penalty kill for High Point.
That first Pageant shot just hit off the goalie's stick. A very lucky play.
And a streaking Brennan as the power play's expired. Pass to McLean, but nobody there. Excuse me, that was Fisher, who tried a centering pass after one got all the way across the ice. Probably should have taken a shot there, but opted for the third pass, and nobody was on the receiving end of it. So we're back to even strength. But we'll see if any penalties come of this. I think that Sean Egan's going to head to the box, and it's going to be a roughing call against the Panthers captain. So as soon as one power play ends for ECU, another one begins. Penalty kill 1-for-1 on the day for High Point, but this is not a good look, taking a lot of penalties off the jump.
And the Panthers have been taking a lot of penalties all year.
So have their opponents, for that matter. And something to keep an eye on is Logan Kennedy has left the bench area. He's taken off his gloves and his helmet. Appears to be heading to the locker room. Keep you updated on that as we can. Panthers win the draw but can't clear. From the point, it's deflected in front, but it goes wide of the crease. Point-to-point pass from DePerno. Tipped in front by Brennan, but not on goal. At the blue line, LeBlanc, shot on, it goes wide of Ohlweiler's cage. Wraparound pass, shot, they score!
Unable to clear the guys in front of the net. Tough save for Mike to make when you got 2-3 ECU players in front of the shot. But props to the ECU player to put that top corner. Good play.
Goal was scored by Ben Kelman, and it gives the Pirates the advantage. It's 1-0 ECU.
Well, with the Panthers back to even strength, let's look to see if they can set something up and get some more shots on goal, as they only have 2 or 3.
It's 2 to be exact. They're being outshot, 3. 8-3 is the total. Pirates in front. They possess in the defensive end. Pass deflected by Kelly. Kondracki will pick it up. Henry has it. He had 3 assists yesterday. And luckily for High Point, that plays off sides. Mason McMahon had only Kondracki to beat before getting to Ohlweiler's crease, but off sides was Connor Dubberly. So we'll have a neutral zone draw. Kelly in the face-off circle. Across from Dubberly. The Pirates will win it, get it into the zone. Prine back to the field. The dump pass from ECU. Kelly fans on a pass, but takes a hit, and Ohlweiler sticks down the save, and he'll melt it down. 12:40 left in the first.
Nice little reverse hit from Sean Kelly. ECU player tried to take him out. Sean just said, not today.
Sean Kelly leads the team in points by a long shot. He's got 8. And 5 of those are goals. He has the team leading goals as well.
Well, with 2 playmakers on his line with Dakota and Ryan Henry,
not to say you'd expect it, but he's definitely got the odds stacked in his favor.
Correct.
And he's very much an offensive presence, as Nupp will sit a man down, and Panthers forechecking hard. It's the Calkins, Nupp, Cazzola line. Nupp hits the ice and unable to get back on sides. He stretched with the skate, but just couldn't touch up. in time for Cazzola to get in on sides, and we'll have a neutral zone draw yet again. 12-12 left to go in the first period. 1-0 Pirates following the goal from Ben Kelman on the power play. Camden Hussey loses control of the puck and turns it over at the red line. Shot on goal from the neutral zone is covered up by Ohlweiler for a face-off. It's been a very stop and start first period so far.
Yeah, both teams are just getting pucks on net, and especially ECU, they had the majority of the shots, and they're shooting from outside of the circle, trying to get that face-off in the offensive zone, maybe try and send something up. But then again, they're also overpassing a little bit too much.
And the thing that shows you as a quick face-off win by High Point, and they'll clear the zone. The other thing that shows you about ECU is that they're not afraid to get those dirty goals. When you take shots from beyond the top of the circles and you have people down in front to try to get those deflections, it creates a lot more goal chances for you than you would otherwise have as CK gets it into the zone.
A goal's a goal.
ECU moving with it the other way. And no whistle for offsides. Certainly seemed off, but a save made by Ohlweiler. 11:26 left in the first. CK able to backhand it out of the zone. Picked up at neutral ice by Mullinex. Turned over, CK has it backhand, and it goes wide. Good chance for Kuntz, looking for his second goal in as many games.
And this is his first start at forward this year.
Unable to be batted down by ECU. Deflected in front. CK was looking for it again, but couldn't get the angle. Macheska fighting for the puck. CK can't keep it in, neither can Olsen, and it goes out of play. We'll have a neutral zone draw.
Looks like the Panthers look to become more physical in that offensive zone. ECU's been pretty physical all game. Panthers have to pick up their physical play as well.
Face-off will be in the Panthers' offensive end. Kelly's in to take the draw. He won't be able to win it, though. Good poke check by Kondracki. And now all alone with it is Brennan moving in, backhanded shot. And it's into the net, but out of play.
One thing to highlight on that play is Sean Kelly, who took the face-off, was the first one back. Great back check by Sean Kelly. And this is the line for the Panthers that I complimented so much yesterday. A lot of chemistry. These guys, again, they work hard at practice, and it pays off in the game.
Face-off won by ECU in the attacking end. Schaefer with a shot pad save, Ohlweiler. Johnson moving with it, it's a 2-on-2. He finds Henry, in on sides. Top of the far side circle, looking for Kelly, and he's unable to get to it in time. Had the goaltender Reichbart moving the other way. ECU clearing the zone, big hit from Kelly. Johnson picking up the pieces the other way, and we're gonna have a whistle. And it's gonna be a roughing call. I saw the sign. I don't know who's gonna take the penalty. And the door's opening for ECU. No, it's Sean Kelly. It appeared that would be the call, but I don't know that I necessarily agree with it.
You know, Sean Kelly had 2 or 3 big hits on that play. It's good to see the Panthers becoming more physical because ECU definitely set the tone early with some pretty big hits along the boards. I know you don't really see those compared to open ice hits, but those definitely do hurt. Arsenault and Pageant out there for the Panthers as they clear down the ice.
Played behind the net by the goaltender Reichbart.
A great clear.
A very good clear at the red line by High Point. Penalty kill 1 for 2 on the night. Brought into the zone by ECU, but winning the race to the puck is Camden Hussey. Unable to keep it at the blue line was Chris DePerno, just not able to get to it in time. And High Point will take the face-off outside of the defensive end. 1:27 left on the power play following the roughing call assessed to Sean Kelly. Kelly had that pretty goal yesterday that ended up being the 5th and final for High Point. They were up 5-0 at the end of the second. 5-2 was the final against Elon. Camden Hussey behind the net will dump it, but didn't have a lot of gas on it. Point-to-point pass. Schaefer fires some Mullinex, fans on it, and Camden Hussey able to break free. A good play by number 3 in white. Cleared all the way down on goal. 1:05 left in the power play. 1-0 ECU. The lone goal scorer so far is Ben Kelman for the Pirates. Jack Olson on defense on the kill. Bottom of the circles. And a good stick that time from Ohlweiler, but it's caught at the point by Schaefer. To the circles, it's picked up by McMahon. Moving it on the goal. Shot, chest save Ohlweiler. He'll cover for a face-off. 8:51 left.
Yeah, just about halfway done with the first period, but the Panthers taking 3 penalties. Not what you want to see, but good play by Jack Olson and Sean McDonald moving the ECU players out of the way of Michael Ohlweiler so he can make that brilliant save.
Face off to Ohlweiler's blocker side. It's won by the Panthers, but possession still being fought for, and High Point will come away with it. It's a 2-on-2, short-handed for Arsenault. Moves around one man. Still dancing, has Pageant with him at the circles. He'll hold up. Still with the puck. He'll finally lose it. Pageant picks it back up, though. Tries to get it to Egan at the point, and offsides. Pageant just couldn't keep it in at the point any longer, but it killed off a good bit of that penalty. 15 seconds left on the power play. Now under 10. It's taken across the blue line by McMahon. Top of the circles, now the slot. Shot! Blocker save Ohlweiler, and a good one at that. 2 seconds left on the kill. And still scoreless on this rendition of the power play are the Pirates.
Yeah, the Panthers have definitely done a better job on this penalty kill than the previous two. Just how they've been forechecking in the offensive zone. They're putting a little bit more pressure on the ECU defensemen. They're coughing up the puck, and again, they're getting shots on goal on the penalty kill.
2 seconds left on the power play for ECU. This is about how much time was left on the power play when Christian Kuntz scored last night. And while ECU wins the draw, they won't be able to capitalize on the power play. We're back to even strength. Johnson, that's Kuntz. Firth couldn't find it. Macheska giving chase, a good stick lift by Matchy. Had his 3-game goal streak broken last night. He scored in both games at Christopher Newport as well as the game against Virginia Tech at the beginning of the month. No offsides. Kuntz giving chase for the Panthers. Stretch pass up to Tucker Horney. It's gloved down by Kondracki. That's going to be a hand pass. Firth has got to know that he can't play that puck. 7:35 left in the first. Still 1-0 ECU.
Yeah, just going back to Matchy, he always seems to be in the right place at the right time, getting those dirty goals, I guess you could say, with deflections and just clearing up the junk in front of the net.
He's had at least 3 deflected goals. He's got 4 on the year in total. So it just shows what kind of a player he is. He is the definition of grit and grind for this Panther squad. Kept in at the point by the Pirates, but Prine will get it behind the goal line. Turned over, though. Kondracki wasn't ready for it. Prine's going to get an opportunity to get it back. Shovels it along. Good poke check, though, from Fisher. Picked up by Kelman. Behind the goal line. Centering pass, loose in the blue paint, and Firth will haul a man down to prevent the scoring chance for ECU, at least for the moment. Top of the circles, it's blocked in front. Good block that time by Macheska. And losing it at the blue line was Anderson. CK giving chase. He's got some speed on him, and he's unable to get it in time. Under 7 to play in the first. Turned over in the neutral zone. High Point will take it. Kondracki turns it back over. Kept in at the blue line, and missing on the shot is Caleb Downs. ECU still possessing for the moment at the circles. Centering pass, good poke check from Prine. CK's pass was a little bit too far behind Ryan Henry, but bringing it in is ECU. That's Davis with the puck, and Kelly will strip him of it and move into the neutral zone. Off the boards to himself, but he'll dip out of the way and let Johnson give chase in the corner. Pinned up against the boards, Johnson and Kelly fighting for it. Henry playing back at the circles. Kelly lays a hit. ECU possesses in the defensive end. High Point dominated the neutral zone yesterday. Hasn't been the case so far today. Defensive zone takeaway for the Panthers. Johnson trying to get it out. ECU smothering the Panthers and hitting the deck hard is McDonald. Loose, open in the slot was a darting Dubberly, but unable to get a shot on goal. That was a good opportunity for the Pirates, and now moving the other way with it is McDonald. That's a blatant trip, and the arm is up, and High Point's gonna get their first power play chance of the day. McDonald hit the deck hard.
A couple times on that shift.
And he's gonna get his money's worth for that penalty is Mason McMahon. So it'll be the first power play chance of the day for the Panthers. Power play was 2 for 6 yesterday against Elon. Power play goals courtesy of Rob Cazzola and Christian Kuntz. 5:27 left in the first period.
First power play of the game for the Panthers. Let's see if they can capitalize.
It's Arsenault, Nupp, Cazzola, Calkins, and Egan. The first line out there. Panthers win the draw. Egan's shot is blocked. Turnover. Cazzola has it. Bottom of the circle's taken away by Arsenault. Tried to center it. Can't. Nupp will take it on the backhand. He'll set up at the top of the umbrella. Leaves it for Egan. Top of the circles. Shot blocked in front, up into the rafters and out of play.
Not sure who deflected that, but if that was a Panther, good job deflecting that puck, as you want to redirect the puck on the power play to kind of get the goalie moving the wrong way, and hopefully just slips past him. As this power play unit, I don't think they were together yesterday. I think they're back together today, as they were together in the beginning of the season.
30 seconds gone in the power play. Egan moving it up for High Point. He'll bring it across the red line. Getting it in on sides. Nupp, it's out of his reach. ECU clears easily.
Another thing that the Panthers have been working on in practice is their power play breakout, and that is something that has improved tremendously over the course of this year.
Another arm is up. This is going to be a 5-on-3. Still down behind the play is a Panther. And the whistle is off sides. It looked like Calkins hit the deck hard. This is about to be a 5-on-3 power play for High Point. But the main concern right now is if Calkins is okay. And Caleb Downs comes back to check in on his number counterpart.
I didn't see exactly what happened on that play, but he definitely feels bad about that play.
And Coach Starcher is outraged at the play. I didn't see it either, as it was behind the play, but they're going to call it a high stick. And we'll see, it's 2 minutes up on the board to Caleb Downs. So this is going to be a 5-on-3 power play for High Point for the next 56 seconds. You've got to capitalize here. Cazzola, Henry, Arsenault, Johnson, and Kelly. The 5 on the ice for the Panthers. The penalty kill unit for ECU. It's DePerno, Dubberly, and it appears that the other member is McLean. Johnson will keep it in at the point. Cazzola, top of the circles. He'll set up. Johnson, high slot. Finds Arsenault. Shot high. Good blocker save that time by Reichbart. Arsenault gets it back. Johnson, high slot, moving with speed. Arsenault, one-timer, blocker save. And that was a great chance for High Point. 32 seconds left in the 5-on-3. 4 minutes even in the first period. 1-0 ECU is the score.
Props to the Pirates goalie for making a brilliant save. That's a tough shot. One-timer is definitely a tough shot for the goalie to save. And props to Hunter for trying to put that top left.
High Point wins the draw again. Cazzola, back to Johnson. They'll play catch. Moves it to Henry. Now Johnson again. Finds Cazzola. Open at the circles. Shot, blocker save, deflected, and he'll cover Will Reichbart. Kelly was there in the slot looking for the bat-in goal. but just couldn't quite get his stick to it. And the Pirates will get off for a line change. The new penalty killers Anderson, Davis, and it appears to be Brennan.
The key for a 5-on-3 power play is to move the puck. Get the penalty kill to start moving side to side, and then hopefully something opens up in front of the net.
Cazzola will take it off the faceoff. 14 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Finds Johnson. One-timer, it goes wide. Cazzola gets the rebound off the inboards. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. One-timer, they score! Hunter Arsenault off the feed from Rob Cazzola with 1 second left in the 5-on-3, and that is a big goal because not only does it tie the game, it was on the 5-on-3, so they still have 1 minute and 4 seconds of power play time before they're back to 5-on-5.
And notice 1 second left on the first penalty for the Pirates. What a shot by Hunter, just beating the goalie. Perfectly placed shot. You know, if you put that just a little bit higher, goalie might make the save, just go over the net. Again, I talked about yesterday how it's a tough save for the goalie to make when it's kind of in that dead area, under the glove, under the blocker. That's where Hunter put it. Great shot.
3:28 left in the first, and it's a 1-1 game here in Greensboro. ECU wins the draw, but Henry with a good play to tie the man up and keep the puck in the offensive zone on sides. It'll leak back into neutral ice. Good poke check from Calkins, who's back on the ice. Good to see him back out there, and High Point will touch the puck off sides. 52 seconds left in the power play. 3:16 left on the clock. And High Point has shifted the momentum here. And a line shift as well. It's Cazzola, Nupp, Henry, Calkins, and Egan. Face-off win by the Pirates, but Cazzola will get it back to Calkins. Now Egan. Henry on sides. He'll hold up, give it back to Egan. Pass, looking for Calkins. Shot, backside, nobody there to put it home. Cazzola whiffed on it. Egan, high slot. Shot deflected in front and off the crossbar and out of play. Man, oh man, a lot of good chances here for High Point.
They move the puck well in that, and like I said, you know, when you get the penalty kill moving side to side, you get those open shots, and High Point definitely capitalized on that. Unfortunately, could not beat the goaltender or the post.
ECU is back on their heels right now.
High Point definitely has momentum going into this power play.
The power play line that scored earlier back out there now, but ECU wins the draw. In the corner, puck being fought for. Henry will come away with it. Gets it up to Cazzola. 20 seconds left in the power play. Finds Arsenault again, and it's high. Very similar play to the goal that Arsenault already scored. Good stick play by Cazzola. 10 seconds left. Arsenault, backhanded pass to Johnson. Off the boards, lays it for Kelly. 5 seconds on the power play. Arsenault, and ECU clears the zone. So the Panthers officially 1 for 2 on the power play, but they scored when it mattered, evening the game up at 1. And they also got the shots on goal closer to even. Only a 3-shot advantage for ECU at this point.
And with about 2 minutes left in the first period, let's see if the Panthers can get one final offensive rush as a questionable non-cross check called there.
McDonald across the red line. 3 men apiece, loose in the slot, put on goal by a Pirate, but able to make the save is Reichbart. Loose in the slot, Macheska a slap shot, deflected in front and wide. Hussey keeps it in the zone, but it's turned over. 3-on-2 potentially for ECU. Gross brings it in. Shot, saved by Ohlweiler. Rebound was there, but unable to be batted down. And that puck was played with a high stick by Nate Davis. And we'll have a face-off. 1:37 left in the first period. And this period has picked up a lot in terms of pace of play since the first half.
Yeah, it was definitely stop and start. It was kind of a slow start to the game. Energy wasn't as high as it was at the beginning of the game yesterday. And today we see it's a totally different atmosphere now than it was earlier in the first period.
Macheska in to take the draw for High Point. He'll win it back to McDonald, but turned over to Gross. Good defensive play from McDonald to send Gross to the ice. CK will take it and put it up for Macheska. The arm is up. It's a delayed penalty call against ECU, and touching the puck will be Reichbart. So we'll see the call. It's going to be roughing against Cam Gross, and he entered the box happily. You got to imagine that that was intentional. I didn't see who drew the penalty.
I believe it was Cam Hussey. It could be wrong, or maybe it was Sean McDonald.
Because Sean McDonald gave Gross a little bit of a push.
Yeah, I believe it was Sean McDonald.
And if that's a retaliation call, we all know whoever commits the second infringement is always the one that gets caught. And in this case, it was Gross. So with 1:17 left in the first, this penalty will bleed over into the second period unless High Point can score in the last minute and 10 seconds of the first period. Johnson will take it behind the goal line. Henry in the neutral zone. Kelly. Good clear by ECU. Henry will pick it up in the neutral zone. Get it to Cazzola. Under a minute to play in the first. Pass blocked down by a Pirate. That's Dubberly. And they'll clear the zone again, will ECU. 45 to play now. High Point's got to get some intensity here. You need to try to score in the last little bit of the first. Arsenault hits the deck, crashes into the boards hard, and he'll have to reset. Finds Cazzola. High Point does not have numbers on this rush. Cazzola along the boards, under 30 to play. A Pirate hits the ice, and we're going to have a whistle as a player lost their helmet. And Fisher giving a shove after the play to Cazzola. There's 21.5 seconds left in the first period. High Point's on the power play.
Things are definitely starting to pick up in terms of chippiness and definitely a little bit more physical than at the start of the first period. And again, there was just not that much energy at the beginning of the first period, and that just goes to show when both teams have energy. As we noticed, Logan Kennedy is still walking up and down.
I was just about to say, it's good to see that he's left the locker room. Hopefully he'll be able to return at some point in this game, at least to the bench if nothing else. No penalty assessed after that play along the boards. It'll be an offensive zone draw for High Point. 21.5 seconds left in the first. Draw won by Kelly, but there'll be a whistle. Don't know exactly why we're redoing that draw, but
I believe the goalie was not ready.
All right, well, Kelly wins that one, but ECU able to clear. Clock winding down on the first. Cazzola, last chance for the Panthers, under 10 to play. Cazzola gets around two Pirates. 5 seconds left, centering pass. Kelly has it on the backhand, can't get a shot off. Johnson, he shot, he scores at the buzzer! Have you ever seen anything like that in your life? Dakota Johnson at the horn to give the Panthers the lead on the power play.
What a goal, a buzzer beater goal, and especially on the power play. That has to feel good for Dakota, because I was talking to him yesterday and earlier today about how he was so unlucky yesterday. I think he had 2 goal scoring opportunities, and he told me, he goes, one time I'm gonna have it. And imagine if the goal was called off there. That just would have been bad luck for Dakota. But a snipe, and Panthers are up 2-1.
You said it. That's the important piece. Panthers lead at the first break for the second time in as many games this weekend. We are going to the first intermission. We'll cut the ice and come back. And when we do, the Panthers will be back to even strength. It's a 2-1 lead for High Point and a crucial conference matchup against ECU. Back here at the Greensboro Ice House, I'm Graham Tuck with Garrett Escala beside me, bringing you High Point University hockey. And it was a great first period between the Panthers and the Pirates of ECU. It was one that was a 1-0 lead for the Pirates for a solid portion of the frame, and then HPU scored courtesy of Hunter Arsenault, one-timer on the power play, 5-on-3 that was, with 1 second left in the 5-on-3, and then with less than a second left on the clock in the period, another power play goal, this time from Dakota Johnson, gives the Panthers a 1-goal advantage. Yeah, it was so late in the period, sorry to talk over you, Garrett, but it was so late in the period that they didn't even do a center ice face-off after the goal. The teams just went to the locker rooms. I've never seen that before in my life.
It was a legit buzzer beater. We don't really see those in hockey.
You really don't.
It's more of a basketball type thing, but it's very exciting.
And the epitome of what was an exciting first period, but the second is underway here, and High Point has control. Still in the neutral zone, though. Jack Olson will get it off the turnover, and Cazzola gets it into the offensive zone for the Panthers, moving right to left. ECU attempts to clear but can't, and that's a hand pass as Nupp jumped up to grab that puck and tried to drop it down to the ice, but then Olson played it with a stick and will have a face-off.
Just out of his reach. And if he got that down, I believe that would have been a 2-on-2, even a 3-on-2.
But that would have been some impressive display of athleticism to sky up and get that puck, even for Nupp, who's a pretty tall guy.
We were just talking about basketball. So
Paxton Nupp, the power forward. ECU moving with it, turned over in the neutral zone. Cazzola couldn't field it cleanly, but now Jack Olson has it in the defensive end. Cazzola chips it at the red line and gets it in on sides. A chance here for Rob Cazzola. The arm is up, and ECU will touch up and take the penalty. It's going to be a hooking call against Dylan LeBlanc, and we'll have another High Point power play, already 2 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, they were definitely moving the puck well on the power play. The Panthers did come out a little flat in the beginning of the first period, but they definitely seem to pick things up here at the beginning of the second period as they have tons of energy. Almost a breakaway for Robbie, cutting down the right side of the ice as they have a power play. And let's see if the Panthers can capitalize.
That penalty was actually assessed to Danny Mullinex, but Sean Kelly will win the ensuing face-off to the blocker side of the goaltender Reichbart. D-to-D pass from Johnson to Arsenault, the 2 goal scorers. Shot fanned on. Apologies, that was Cazzola. Arsenault took the shot. Kelly gets it to Henry along the boards. Johnson racing for the puck, and he'll get it back into the offensive end. Henry to Johnson. Back to Henry at the circles. He'll sling it to Johnson. A shot and a blocker save. Henry gloves it down and fans on the shot. Couldn't get it out of the air. Kelly in the slot. Pad save made by Reichbart. ECU has the puck in the defensive end. It's possessed by DePerno, but it's controlled along the boards by High Point now. Johnson at the point. Cazzola was cutting to the net. Didn't have a lane, though. Henry takes a shot. It's blocked in front. Henry able to body a man off. Arsenault, top of the circles, fires a shot, and a blocker save will go up into the air. Still not out of play. Halfway gone is the power play for High Point. It's looked good at the start, though. Cazzola gets it back to Henry, who can't field it cleanly. He'll poke it back behind the goal line. Kelly harasses his man in the corner. That's Thronson. Shot taken by Henry. It's saved. Another save. Glove back down to the ice by Arsenault. Backhanded to Johnson at the point. Over to Cazzola. Top of the circle. Shot pad save made by Reichbart. Off the boards. It's picked up by Arsenault. To Johnson. On the backhand. To the slot. And it's deflected back behind the cage by an ECU penalty killer, Dubberly, up into the netting and out of play. That was a very solid first minute and 38 seconds on the power play, but no goal as a result.
Tremendous puck movement on that power play. I think they must have had 4 or 5 shots on goals, and quality shots on goals, and props to ECU for blocking those shots, and the goaltender making some saves as well.
Egan gets it for High Point, under 20 left on the power play. But this power play is one that looks much improved from the start of the year. Egan brings it in on sides, under 10 left on the man advantage. To the slot, nobody home. It's patted away by Reichbart, and ECU will clear. That'll do it for the power play for High Point. Back to even strength.
Although the Panthers didn't score on that power play, I really liked what I saw there. The puck movement was great, and you know, you can't score every time.
2 for 4 on the day is the Panther man advantage. CK brings the puck in on sides. Picked up at the blue line by Egan. Fires one towards the net where CK was waiting for the deflection, unable to get a stick to it though. Unable to be bodied off the puck is the ECU forward. He'll take a hit. Another shot broken up by Kuntz. That was a good chance for Kelman. Now a 2-on-2 for CK. He'll turn it over though. CK with a good stick though to keep it in the offensive zone. Finally cleared by ECU. Kelman, the goal scorer for the Pirates. The top of the circle's backhanded pass to the slot, and it's Fisher who'll give a slash to Nupp. Both sides going at it now. It got chippy at the end of the first. That's a pad save by Ohlweiler after a shot from the point by Fisher. And CK's got a breakaway chance the other way. One man to beat. CK in, doesn't have numbers on the backhand. He'll just wait for reinforcements. Puck loose behind the cage. McDonald joins. CK on the backhand. Centering pass, nobody home. And ECU will flip it up onto the roof, or the ceiling, I should say, and we'll have a face-off.
Tough play for CK coming down on a 1-on-2. Not much you can do there. The best play there is to actually try and just get an offensive zone face-off, or even putting a puck on out, or just going around the net, controlling the puck, keeping it down low where the Panthers can really set up and try and move the puck and get a goal.
Hunter Arsenault set to take the draw. He's out there with his line mates Macheska and Pageant. Pageant with a quick shot off the draw. It's sticked away by Reichbart. We've seen a lot of shots here in the second period so far. That puck was never blown off sides. Macheska touched it in the offensive zone, but he'll just bring it back to neutral ice. Turned over, and ECU touches up a 3-on-2. Moving in on the goal, backhand shot deflected, and a pad save by Ohlweiler. Puck still loose. That was a good backhander from Cooner. One-timer opportunity broken up, and now High Point moving with it the other way. Pageant will take a hit from McMahon, and that's an interference call that was missed, and again a hit being put on by Pageant. Don't know how he hasn't hit the deck once, and Macheska will blow up a Pirate. Things getting chippy here at the Greensboro Ice House. Kept in at the point by Olsen. And now a 3-on-2 for ECU. It's led by LeBlanc. Drop pass, shot, chest save Ohlweiler. He'll cover.
Things are definitely getting chippy in this second period. You know, towards the end of the first period, and even right in front of the net right now, things are getting chippy. It looks Michael Ohlweiler's getting into it with an ECU player. ECU has definitely set the pace of play in terms of physicality, where High Point's kind of behind in that aspect of physicality, but I assume High Point will pick it up.
"15 minutes left even on the clock in the second period, and one thing to note is that Logan Kennedy has changed out of his uniform, is in his suit on the bench. He will not be available for the rest of the game, it appears. McLinn bringing it in on sides for the Pirates. Centering pass, it was a good chance, but Egan with a good pass breakup to thwart that opportunity. And now a 2-on-2, Johnson and Henry. Henry gets it. Pass to Darting Kelly, a shot, and a good pad save by Reichbart. That was a great opportunity for the Panthers.
Great look by Ryan Henry there. We talked about his pose and how he's such a good playmaker, and that it was put on display right there.
I mean, I'm up here, and even I didn't see Sean Kelly cutting to the net there. And another 2-on-2 for High Point. It's Henry and Kelly. Henry's bodied off, and picking it up is Schaefer. He'll get it to Hussey at the point.
Good hip check by Schaefer there. Definitely a good defensive play. That's what you want to do as a defenseman. Slow the guy down, but not try and blow him up.
McLinn will take it near the High Point bench. Pass off the boards, looking for Kirilloff. Camden Hussey behind the net. Tries to get it to Cazzola. He'll take a hit from Kirilloff. At the blue line, Schaefer. Shot towards the net is deflected by Kirilloff, but ended up blocking it more than deflecting it. Nupp will tie up Schaefer. Put the body on him. And a turnover. We're going to have a penalty called. It's going to be assessed to Schaefer, and it's going to be 2 minutes for roughing.
And like you said earlier, it's the retaliation that always gets the penalty. As Paxton put on a good hit on Schaefer, and Schaefer's just going to go to the box because of that retaliation he took punching Paxton in the face.
Shots on goal 22-18 in favor of the Panthers, and obvious frustration from ECU at this point in the game. The Panther power play 2 for 4 on the day. Every goal that has been scored in this game for either side has come on the power play. Special teams playing a factor in this one. Johnson to Cazzola, back to Johnson. Henry. Johnson at the top. A shot blocked in front. Arsenault will pick it up. Get it to Cazzola. What a move from Arsenault. High slot, shot taken, but it's blocked with a stick, and Henry can't keep it in the zone.
This power play unit is moving the puck very well, even on the power play previously, and it carried into this one as well.
And this is like watching a whole different team compared to the power play that was on the ice at the beginning of the year. Cazzola moving with speed, dances around a couple of men, flips it into the netting and out of play. Don't know who that was to, but we'll have a face-off. 1:19 left on the power play, 12:41 in the second period.
I believe he was looking for Arsenault coming down the left side and trying to rim it around, where all the ECU players are focusing on the puck. When they rim it around, it just opens more opportunities for the Panthers.
Face-off won by High Point, but a good poke check from ECU, and their forward Caleb Downs will at least give a scare to the Panthers. Cazzola will move around Kelly. Drop it back for Henry. Pass broken up. Arsenault has it now, top of the circles, finds Kelly. It's loose in his feet, broken up behind the net, and nobody at the other end to pinch, and the puck will clear the zone.
Power play units changing for the Panthers.
Panthers have 6 men on the ice right now. They've got to be careful. Can't get caught. Nupp takes a shot. Save made by Reichbart, and they'll catch their mistake, fortunately, before the referees do. And Egan will take it at the point. 28 seconds left on the power play. Egan turns it over, and that will at least clear the zone. Egan will glove it down, back to himself. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Egan gets it into the zone. 2-on-1 potentially if High Point can win the race. Back to get it is Davis for ECU. Arsenault in a fight along the boards. 3 seconds left on the power play, and that'll do it for the man advantage. We're back to 5-on-5, 2 for 5 on the day. When a man up are the Panthers. Schaefer will rim it around the boards. Egan there to receive it on the other end. 11 minutes left in the second period. Sticks canceled, but ECU comes away with it. Pad save by Ohlweiler and an easy one. That one a bit more difficult, made with the stick. Shot on Ohlweiler and a glove save. He can't control it though, and that'll go out of play. We'll have a draw.
Very surprised how that shot got through. There must have been at least 4 or 5 players in that path of the shot, and Ohlweiler was able to stand strong. As that's a difficult shot to save because you're not sure if it's going to deflect off somebody. It's hard to track the puck. And I'm not even a goaltender, and I know it's a tough shot to save.
High Point coming away with the puck off the draw on the defensive end. Egan will reset. Nupp picks it up. Pass to Egan is out of his reach, and High Point is getting a bit of a delayed start to this breakout. Nupp will chip it off the boards. Firth able to get a stick to it, the linesman says. 10.5 left to go in the second, but ECU possesses behind the goal line. Firth forechecking hard. Unable to get it out of the zone. Slap shot from McDonald blocked by the captain McLinn. And now a turnover by Kondracki. Moving with it is Gross in the offensive end for the Pirates behind the cage. Backhanded pass to the slot. And it's off the skate of Macheska into the blocker hand of Ohlweiler. And he'll cover for a face-off.
Nice job by Michael Ohlweiler slowing the game down as ECU definitely had the momentum coming in after the Panthers' slow breakouts, and nice job to slow the pace of play down and reset for the Panthers.
Prine controls the puck off the draw behind the cage. At the halfway point of this game, we're midway through the second period. 2-1 the score in favor of High Point. after ECU scored first on the power play. Gross, centering pass broken up by Firth. Good play by 66 in white. And that'll clear the zone, no icing. DiPerno in the corner, he takes a hit from CK. Firth, unable to get to it. CK still fighting for the puck. Behind the goal line extended. ECU coming away with it. And that'll go all the way down for icing. So we'll have a draw to the blocker side of Reichbart. 9:26 left in the second.
About halfway done, and this is the line I love talking about. A lot of chemistry. Let's see if they can get something done for the Panthers.
Kelly wins the draw, but unable to get to it in time was Jack Olson. Henry unable to field it cleanly on the backhand. Kelly and Henry in a fight for the puck along the boards. ECU will clear the zone. Arm is up for icing. High Point will easily win the race, no contest. It'll come back to the Panthers' offensive end.
One thing I noticed is that the Pirates are, instead of just that traditional breakout, they've just been flipping it towards center ice, and then their wingers kind of converging on it. That's what I've noticed, at least in the past 3 or 4 breakouts I've seen from the Pirates.
Well, they haven't had, when you think about it, they haven't really had a clean breakout for the entire game that hasn't involved an HPU turnover. So you got to do something that gives you a chance when the traditional breakout isn't really working for you. They'll get a chance here. D-to-D pass to DiPerno, and that one's all the way down, arm up again, and a third consecutive icing for ECU.
Another faceoff that Sean Kelly has to take, and one thing I want to point out is just how well Sean Kelly understands the game as he mixed up his faceoffs when during.
Now this I don't understand. Why is this faceoff coming back to the neutral zone?
I'm just as confused as you are, but just going back to Sean Kelly, how he mixed up the faceoff, he mixed up where his hands were on the stick, so the centerman knows that he's not going to do the same thing as last time, and is not sure what he's going to do. As the first faceoff and with the first icing, he won it back, and the second one he tried to win it up.
Icing must have been waved off by one of the other officials. Center ice faceoff is won by the Pirates. Good hit put on by Egan at the blue line, but moving with the puck are the Pirates. Centering pass from behind the net, and a late hit put on to Egan by Brennan. But Ohlweiler able to cover up. 8:49 left to go in the second, and the pace of play has considerably slowed.
I was just about to say, it's like deja vu going back to that first half of the first period where there's a lot of stop and starts. I think we've had 3 icing calls, 2 smother ups by the goalies. The pace of play has definitely gone down.
But at the same time, the quality of play has cleaned up. Neither team taking as many penalties at this point. Henry able to lift the stick and get the puck into neutral ice. It'll flip all the way down to the Panthers' attacking end. Henry going hard on the forecheck, as is Johnson. He'll get a takeaway because of it. Centering pass, and it'll be gloved down by Reichbart. That's a great play from Johnson.
Yeah. You know, he's able to read that play. You see he was kind of coming down the center of the ice, and he was able to read that play, and that just goes to his hockey IQ. We talked about this yesterday. He just knows what to do with the puck and where the puck is going, and he was able to make that play and get an offensive zone faceoff.
Olsen, a shot from the point, is blocked in front. Macheska able to chip it down to the ice. Arsenault unable to get it cleanly on his tape. It'll be moved up to Tucker Horney. Taken at the red line by Brennan. He'll get it into the attacking zone for ECU. Olsen whiffs on the pass, but so does his defender, Ignacio. Egan is stripped of the puck. Olsen gets it back to Sean Egan, the captain. 8 minutes even left in the second period. Egan looks to start the breakout. Macheska off his skate to Pageon. Centering pass for Arsenault is not able to be picked up by the freshman forward, but he'll get it back here. 3-on-3 for High Point. Drop pass for Pageon. Loses it, and now a rush the other way for ECU. They'll hold up, just get it into the attacking zone where Sean McDonald will possess for High Point. The arm is up. It's a delayed call, and I believe it's going to be a bench minor assessed to High Point.
Another too many men penalty. As I counted 6 players on the ice. It took the referee a second to notice. I was looking at him count the players. And this is just with all the injuries High Point has gotten. The lines are getting a little bit confusing. As we see Hunter Arsenal, I saw him. I think
he's been on at least 2 different lines, possibly 3, throughout the course of this game, and we're only here in the second. It's again going to be Dakota Johnson that serves the minor, so it's going to be a power play for ECU. They're 1 for 2 on the power play today. This is the 3rd time High Point has had too many men on the ice. They didn't get caught for it the last time. But fresh off the draw, Hussey will clear it all the way down and will reset. Starting the power play breakout is Dylan LeBlanc. His pass chipped by McMahon and turned over to Sean Kelly. Now starting the breakout again. Into the zone is LeBlanc. LeBlanc gets it back. Finds a man at the high slot. Deflected in front. It's still loose in the crease. Backhanded shot fanned on by Kelman, the goal scorer. A shot blocked by McDonald. Kelman along the boards. He's harassed by McDonald. In the corner, all alone. High Point setting up the penalty kill defense. Feigning the slap shot. Tapping for the puck. In the slot is Cooner. Shot. Shoulder save Ohlweiler. And clearing the danger is Hussey for the moment. A minute left in the power play for ECU. DePerno has it. Shot. Pat save Ohlweiler. Another one from Ohlweiler. Clearance attempt is blocked. ECU still with the puck in the zone, and they have a man down, so we'll have a whistle. It looked like Mason McMahon was down on the ice. He lost his stick and gets up, shakes his head. And he gets his stick back from the linesman. And the faceoff is going to move outside the zone because it was an injury whistle.
Looks like he's mouthing off to the referee as well. As you see the lettuce falling down on his face there.
Yeah, his helmet got loosened up a little bit.
Yeah.
So now there's an argument between the officials and ECU. They're deciding what line to put out there. The 4 out there for High Point on the penalty kill, which has 52 seconds left, are Egan, Calkins, Kazola, and Kondracki. Kirilov is going to be sent off the ice for ECU. Let's move this thing along here, shall we, boys? .6:24 left in the second. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Panthers, the same as it was when we started this period. Before this weekend, High Point had not led at the end of the first period in any game this season. They've done it 2 games in a row now, looking to be leading at the end of the second as well.
And just barely with that buzzer beater.
Good job by Ohlweiler to seal the post. Backhanded shot, still loose, and no goal. Ohlweiler able to keep it out. And now we've got a scrum in front of the net, to say the least. Tempers flaring here at the Ice House. The call on the ice was no goal. I thought that the puck might have leaked in on the backside, but Ohlweiler able to keep it out.
A tremendous sprawling save. He dove all the way across to stop that puck from going across the goal line. I don't know how that did not go in. That's a great save.
A superhuman save from Michael Ohlweiler. And we'll have a lot to sort out, I can tell you that for sure. Kondracki and Kazola are both going to the penalty box. How they didn't get 5 minutes, I'm not exactly sure. But they have been added to the penalty box in addition to Dakota Johnson. The door to the box is open on ECU's side, but nobody has been sent yet.
I believe the referees are discussing who they're going to send. Looks like
it's going to be Dylan LeBlanc, who's being escorted by a linesman, and he might be escorted off. He is being sent to the locker room. Dylan LeBlanc's day is done. It remains to be seen if anything similar happens for High Point. We saw this in Christopher Newport. Also entering the box for ECU is Danny Cooner. There's 36 seconds left on a power play for ECU at the moment, but that is almost certain to change unless they rule all of these penalties coincidental. There's 6:07 left in the second period. We saw this in Christopher Newport. There was an incident after the play was over where Dakota Johnson and a player for Christopher Newport got into it, and they were both sent to the box originally and then sent off after the fact when the officials had a conference, and that's going to be the case here as Cazzola is being sent to the locker room. Honestly, I'm not surprised in that result, but I think there should be an even penalty assessment at the end of this. I think that if either team comes out with a man advantage from that play, especially when you consider it was after the whistle, I would be shocked.
Yeah, I don't think you could. That has to be an even play. It looked like both players, just right in front of the net. Great save, ECU. I'm pretty angry they couldn't get the puck in the net. High Point defended their goaltender. You really can't. You got to make it even there. I didn't see one player start. I think it was just a mix of everything, mix of emotions.
I very much agree with that. So at the moment, Johnson is in the box for 36 more seconds for High Point. Kondracki is in the box as well. Cazzola has been sent to the locker room for High Point. For ECU, LeBlanc to the dressing room for the Pirates, and to the box, Danny Kuhner. And the two captains having a conference at the scorer's table circle to see what will come from all of this. And keep in mind, these two teams have a game again tomorrow at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex, 10:30 a.m. in Winston-Salem. We'll have the call for you there from the Annex. And these are two really big games for both of these teams. But, when you have a lot of injuries like High Point has, Nicholas Fallon missing the game today, Logan Kennedy exiting the game. CK got a little bit banged up yesterday, able to stay in the game and play today. But Cazzola being sent off the ice, you might be missing him tomorrow. Obviously, don't want to forget about you, Garrett. You're missing Mr. Escala. So this is a decimated High Point team already, and you got to be careful to make sure that you don't hurt yourself too badly.
You can already tell the bench, it looks smaller.
It definitely does. It's like it looks like it did when we went to Christopher Newport 2 weeks ago, and there was only a handful of the team that was able to make it. It's just the kind of thing that you have to adapt to. But this High Point team has really rebounded this weekend. They played very well against Elon last night. They've come out clicking against ECU today in a game that means a lot more than the one yesterday did. 2 conference games against ECU as mentioned, and it looks like this conference has just about wrapped up. Still no penalty time up on the clock. And it looks like it may stay that way. If I had to guess, this will stay 5-on-4 in favor of ECU. 6:07 left on the clock in the second period. Rob Cazzola and Dylan LeBlanc sent off the ice for their role in a skirmish after the play. 2-1 the score in favor of the Panthers. It's stayed that way the entire second period so far, and it is in fact a 5-on-4 advantage for ECU for the next 36 seconds. We're back to hockey. Gross with a shot right off the face-off, and it goes wide of the post. Off the glass, and High Point clears. 6 minutes left in the period. Under 25 left on the power play. ECU moving with the puck. It's DePerno. He'll get it in on sides, but turns it over to Paxton Knupp. He'll clear it out of the zone, but not all the way down to the other end. 3 seconds, 2-1 left on the penalty kill for High Point. Fresh out of the box is Dakota Johnson. He's got a hustle. Racing out of the crease is the goaltender, Reichbart. But Paxton Knupp able to keep it in. Puts it towards the net, but can't get it on goal. It's blocked in front. And that puck's out of play. We're going to have an offensive zone draw for High Point.
ECU must have bigger glass at where they play, because they put the puck out of play a ton this game.
They really have, and I mean, you gotta wonder if they're just not used to it or what. And I can't speak from experience. I haven't been to that rink in Greenville where they play, but they're style of play is something to question a little bit at this point. But you got 5:20 left to go. Penalty kill and special team and power play. The special teams all the way around have looked good for the Panthers.
Hey, even the penalty kill I've seen a lot of the penalty kill being played in the ECU zone as just dumping the puck, and I think that's just ECU's struggle to get into the offensive zone. I think in the neutral zone, that's where things start to get a little chippy, I guess you could say, a little sloppy play. And that was the same thing with the Panthers in the beginning of the year. They were having a lot of trouble getting into the zone and setting up. And, you know, obviously they worked on that in practice, and it's gone to show that power plays, it's totally different than it was.
You're exactly right. I mean, this is like watching two versions of the same team play each other, in a sense. I mean, ECU is playing a style of play similar to how High Point did at the start of the year, but now High Point has found a new identity, and their special teams are really clicking over the last couple of games. See if they can get an even strength goal here to pad the lead. Sean Kelly behind the goal line centers the puck, but nobody home in the slot.
And there's that breakout again where they just kind of toss it through center ice.
Henry takes a hit at the blue line. Moving in with it is Fisher. He's stripped of it. ECU with a shot, deflection in front, but unable to be put on goal. Good defensive play from Egan to tie up the stick. Shot on goal pad, saved by Ohlweiler. Under 5 to play in the second period. Behind the net, all the way around for Dakota Johnson. He'll put it to the corner where Kelman will pick it up. Behind the cage for Hussey. Both teams rimming it all the way around the boards. Fought for on the far side by Johnson, Kelman, and Egan. But Kelly's the one that comes away with it. He turns it over at the blue line. Brought in by Downs. Egan has the puck. And this is an odd man rush opportunity for High Point. It's Ryan Henry. Johnson will just put a stick to it.
Smart play.
At the blue line, they'll get off for a line change. Henry able to get possession back. Tries to center the puck, does eventually. Pageant a shot, and it goes wide of the cage. Reichbart might have gotten a blocker to it. Macheska back up to the point. McDonald slaps it, it's blocked. And clearing the zone is ECU. Downs gets it out, but picking it up at the defensive end is Prine. Pass off the boards, looking for Macheska. Can't find it, but now Macheska will bring it in on sides. Spun around by Horny and chipped in at the blue line on sides, but unable to do anything with that play was Downs, and Ohlweiler will melt it down for a face-off. Ohlweiler has played really well today.
Yeah. And the Panthers definitely lucked out on that. That would have been a breakaway.
25 shots aside for both teams. 2 goals for High Point, 1 for ECU. Pass blocked by Pageant. CK moving with the puck. He'll find Macheska for Pageant. Fumbles it a little bit. Macheska behind the goal line, tries to center the puck, but he can't. Pass was broken up. Horny takes it, broken up by Pageant. McDonald tries to clear the zone, but can't for the moment. It's turned over, top of the circles. ECU takes it, it's Ignacio. Up to the top of the circles, good pass breakup from McDonald. Davis was trying to do something with that shot, but McDonald didn't let him. No icing. Behind the goal line, it's played back by Thronson. Davis moves around Nupp. Calkins converging on the puck. Davis still has it behind the cage. Nupp takes it in the corner. ECU repossesses. Good poke check from Prine. Doesn't do the job though. Kondracki out of the box. Back on the ice, and a glove save from Ohlweiler after a shot from a sharp angle. The whistle finally blows. 2:28 left in the second.
Again, Michael Ohlweiler slowing the game down. As you can see, it was getting a little chippy. The game was moving a little fast, and not in High Point's favor as well. ECU was having control of that play with physicality and puck control. And great play, and just the hockey IQ, Michael Ohlweiler, known to slow the game down. So he easily could have played that behind the net.
Faced off to the glove side of Ohlweiler. Controlled by the Pirates, and a quick shot off of a loose puck. Goes high of the crossbar. Fortunate for HPU that didn't get on goal. Olsen takes it behind the net, gets it to Kondracki. Arsenault gets it to Calkins. It's a 2-on-2. Calkins and Nupp. Calkins moving with speed, and he gets tied up with Nupp. We've got a penalty behind the play, it looks like. And it's going to be assessed to McMahon.
And he's done.
He's gone. Verbal effusive and official, without a doubt. and this could be big. This should be a power play for HPU.
You know, as a freshman, I'm not familiar with the college hockey rules. Do you know if this would be a 5-minute power play or would this be a 2-minute power play?
I think it's up to the discretion of the official, but it remains to be seen. At the very least, it should be a 2-minute power play for High Point, and there's nobody in the box for ECU. I don't know how you can send someone off the ice and not result in a power play, but it looks like that's going to be the case. 5-on-5 hockey in the offensive end of the Panthers. Face-off won by the High Point Panthers. Kelly will take it. Turns over, and into the neutral zone it will go. Egan picks it up. Dakota Johnson gains the red line, dumps it in. Schaefer behind his net. He'll nearly turn it over. Henry was right there, unable to get a stick to it. Now Arsenault has it on his tape for Henry. Arsenault on the other side. Shot by Henry. It's blocked in front. Puck still loose in the slot. Arsenault steering pass, looking for Kelly. Can't find him. Egan at the point. Shot blocked in front. Might have been a save by Reichbart, but ECU will clear the zone. Kirilov moving the speed the other way, under a minute and a half. Shot by Kirilov, swallowed up by Ohlweiler.
I think that was probably one of the better offensive opportunities for the Panthers in that play. As they got, I think not one, not two, but 3 shots, quality shots on goal during that time.
This is a team that's shooting the puck a lot more. They got brutally outshot against the captains of Christopher Newport in that weekend series, especially in the second of the 2 games. It was bad, and they've really rebounded this weekend in all facets of the game. And we're gonna have somebody get sit back to the bench. It's Camden Hussey. There were 6 men on the ice for High Point. Again, like you said, the lines are just getting mixed up due to the injuries and the ejections and things of that nature. McDonald takes the face-off behind the net, plays it back for Egan. McDonald has it back. Off the glass, he'll clear the zone. In neutral ice, it's picked up by ECU, but turned over off the pass deflection. Paxton Nutt made that play. A minute left in the second period. Fisher stripped of it by Calkins, but he can't get it into the offensive zone. Hunter Arsenault does the job, though. Still under a minute to play. Egan with a good keep at the zone, and Nutt with a hit behind the play. He won't get away with that one. Paxton Nutt to the box. It's going to be 2 minutes for roughing. We've seen a lot of those calls tonight. 44 seconds left in the period, and ECU is going to get their 4th power play opportunity of the night.
And again, let's see if the Panther penalty kill can be as good as it has been during this game. And again, I want to mention Cam Hussey. I've seen him clear the puck at least 4 or 5 times while he's been on the penalty kill.
And Hussey's going to be sent off the ice for this shift. This is the 2nd straight time that Hussey has been ushered off the ice before the start of a shift. Face-off won by Fisher and the Pirates on the power play. 40 seconds left in the period. Anderson controls it for the Pirates. Gets it to Kelman. Pad save Ohlweiler on a shot that got all the way through from the top of the circles, under 30 seconds left. Molinex takes it from the goaltender Reichbart. Fisher looking for Molinex. He'll take it at the circles. Now the hash marks. Good pass breakup from Egan. 10 to play. Shot blocked in front by Egan. Great defensive play from the HPU captain. Kelly takes it in the corner. Under 5 seconds left. Kelly will just pin it against the boards and watch the clock wind down. That'll do it for the second frame here. 2-1 the score in favor of the Panthers. A scoreless period for both sides.
And the pace of play really picked up in that second half. A lot more hitting, a lot more physicality. And the Panthers did not have that offensive zone presence like they had in the first period. So let's see if they can pick it up when the third period starts.
Pace of play slowing down a little bit, but the physicality of it ramping up, as evidenced by a play in front of the High Point net earlier on in the period, but no score in the second. HPU has a minute 16 left of penalty to kill off when we come back for the final frame here on this Saturday night in Greensboro. The score, Panthers 2, Pirates 1. We'll be back with the third period after this. We're back here for the start of the third period here between High Point and ECU, and we've got a development at the end of the third period, or excuse me, at the end of the second period. There was a penalty assessed to Ryan Henry. It was a misconduct, and he's in the box to start the third, which means it would be a 5-on-3 power play, I believe, for the Pirates. And although we were told that the penalty was a 10-minute misconduct, Henry is in the box, but it's not a 5-on-3, it's a 5-on-4. So do with that what you will, but we're underway here for the third period after a scoreless second. The score is 2-1 in favor of the Panthers. Graham Tuck with Garrett Escala beside me. No icing here as it will roll all the way down on the goal of Michael Ohlweiler, and he'll cover it up for a face-off. There is 1 minute and 1 second left on the penalty to Paxton Knupp that the Panthers will have to kill before they are back to even strength.
Yeah, definitely a questionable call. I don't know if everybody watching saw what happened, but it was just a development. You know, people, great goal save. But just going back to what I was saying, you know, it was after the period ended and Ryan Henry stayed on the ice as well as another ECU player, and the referee gave Ryan Henry 10 minutes.
And it looks like the ECU player might have gotten a misconduct as well for that, because there is a Pirate in the penalty box as well. Can't get a read on what number he's wearing, but good to see that the officials are calling it a bit cleaner than we had initially suspected. Olsen with a good hit along the boards, but his man leaks free in the crease. A shot on goal taken by Fisher, but a save by Ohlweiler at the point. It's taken by DePerno, and a good clearance by the Panther penalty kill. Under 30 seconds left on the power play. Fisher at center ice will play it back for DePerno. Schaefer tries to get it into the offensive zone, but can't. DePerno back to get it. 17 seconds left on the power play. 19 minutes left in regulation. A 1-goal advantage for the Panthers, courtesy of Dakota Johnson at the buzzer at the end of the first period. Kondracki in the corner takes a hit, but the penalty expires to Knupp, and we're going to have a call. It's going to be an elbowing penalty, and it's going to be assessed, it appears, to a Pirate.
It looked like it was knee on knee to me.
And Kondracki took the worst of that contact. He was hunched over heading to the bench. But it's Caleb Downs going to the box, and as soon as a power play expires for the Pirates, another one begins for the Panthers. Panther power play 2 for 5 tonight. They were 2 for 6 last night, trying to improve upon that number tonight. And the power play for ECU officially 1 for 3 on the night.
Panthers have been moving the puck very well in the power play throughout this game.
It's looked very good, and we'll see what it looks like without Ryan Henry. Calkins at the point. This is a different looking line as ECU will clear the zone on the kill. Back on Ohlweiler's net. Johnson back to get it. A good stick, good hustle play from the forechecking Dubberly, but Johnson will set up. The 5 on the ice for the power play unit. It's Arsenault, Knupp, Kelly, Calkins, and Johnson. Moving in on the goal is ECU. Forehand, backhand move, but losing the puck is Ignacio. Strong offensive zone pressure, shorthanded from the Pirates. 1:23 left on the power play for High Point. Knupp set to break out. Paxton Knupp moving with the puck. In on sides, behind the cage. Tried the wraparound, but he's stopped up. And we're going to have a whistle. I'm not exactly sure what for. There was an announcement. Garrett, did you hear what was said down there?
The net was off. I believe the net was off, or they're calling it. I'm not sure. It looked like the net was off. I believe that's what the referee said.
Wouldn't surprise me with the nature of that play. I just didn't see it come off the moorings myself. So the face-off will stay in the Panthers' attacking end. 1:05 left to go in the period. Sean Kelly set to take the draw. He's out there with McDonald, Egan, Kuntz, and Arsenault. McDonald gives chase in the corner. He's tied off. Kelly fighting for the puck as well. He'll move with it behind the goal line. Kuntz has positioning in front. Kelly still with it. Finds McDonald at the circles. A shot blocked in front. Puck still loose. Kelly can't get to it. McDonald a shot. Followed it up. Rebound, shot taken by Kuntz. Slapper from Egan is blocked in front. Couple of great saves by Reichbart, and the clearance attempt hits the ceiling, and we'll have a face-off in the Panthers attacking end again.
Surprisingly, that's the second time this game that ECU has thrown the puck up and it has hit the ceiling.
It's something you don't see every day for sure, but what about that sequence of saves by Ben Reichbart? Standing on his head to make that save. Christian Kuntz had a great rebound chance all alone. And the penalty kill for ECU does its job. 30 seconds left on the man advantage for High Point. Every goal scored tonight has been on the power play. The 1 for ECU, the 2 for High Point. Johnson has the puck, rims it around the boards for Egan on the other end. Towards the slot, and Kuntz got to stick to it but couldn't finish. And under 10 seconds left, McDonald not letting this power play die. Johnson has it, tried to find McDonald, but it's broken up. And that'll do it for the power play, back to even strength.
What a play by Sean McDonald to keep the puck in that zone. That is a clutch play, because that would have been an odd man rush. And the rebound in front of the net.
Somehow, Reichbart clearing that puck. And while the power play expired, ECU will clear. So it will be an icing, but Reichbart is doing everything to keep his team within 1.
What a tremendous series of events. This third period, he looks like a different goaltender, making.
Oh, he really does. And the High Point offense looks different as well. I mean, they are getting great chances. I love what I'm seeing out of Christian Kuntz right now, getting position in front of the net with that big frame of his, using the body, deflecting pucks, taking chances on the rebounds, just unable to put one home so far, but you're doing good work in front of the crease. Moving the other way with it is Fisher. He'll dump it into the zone. Gets past Prine, shot on goal, a blocker save from Ohlweiler. Hussey can't clear it. Back to the point for ECU. Shot blocked in front. What a diving play by Camden Hussey. And his teammates love that one, and CK will clear the zone. Back out to neutral ice go the Pirates. It's Thronson that dumps it into the opposite corner. Calkins will pick it up for High Point, stretch pass to Kuntz. CK dumps it in over the crossbar. Waiting on the other side is Hussey. Tries to move around a man, gets it behind the net. Was trying to find Macheska, but couldn't get it to him. CK with a good poke check to keep it in the zone for High Point. Hussey deflects that pass, keeps it in the zone for a moment. CK with a good poke check to keep it in as well. Puck still being fought for in central ice, and now Calkins will come away with it. Schaefer behind his own goal line. Third period about a quarter of the way done. 15-13 left on the clock as Paxton Knupp gets the takeaway, leaves it for Olsen, who gets it back to Sean Egan. Olsen up the near side. Turns it over to Schaefer, but Padgett unable to keep it in at the blue line. That's off. And a hit after the play. And Connor Dubberly laid a shoulder into Aiden Padgett.
He had him lined up all the way.
He really did, but you got to hear the whistle and pull off at least a little bit.
And it just ECU's been physical all game, so to me that just does not surprise me.
Not at all. Both teams have been going at it.
As you saw with that scrum as well.
Egan was trying to find Knupp, but instead putting it into the zone is DePerno. Racing is DePerno behind the cage. Has McLinn in the slot, can't get it to him. Instead, Padgett will get it to Paxton Knupp, the assistant captain. He'll put it on goal, and Reichbart will have to use the blocker to put it behind his cage. Pass deflected. McLinn will get it out of the zone, and Padgett sends him into the boards with a good hit.
Almost into the bench.
Kirilov. Schaefer, now DePerno. Into neutral ice. Olsen's caught out of position, and now McLinn going the other way. But a good recovery from the Panther defense. Hunter Arsenault clearing the zone, and now ECU looking to break out again. Bad pass that time from Cam Anderson, and Firth almost able to get a chance going the other way. Instead, Egan will dump it in at the blue line. 14 minutes left in the third. Tightly contested game from start to finish here. This should be a good ending to what's been a great game. Kirilov behind the cage, tried to get a shot on goal but couldn't. Now Gross has it at the circles, far side. Poke check. Shot never got through. It's in the feet of a couple Panthers, and Kelly comes away with it. Off the glass, he'll clear the zone. Kirilov. Through Kelly. Kondracki picks up. Stick checked. Johnson will get it back to Tommy Kondracki. He'll shove it a little along the boards. Now McDonald giving chase after the rim around. Fanning on the pass is Mullinex, but it gets the job done to Anderson. Good pass break up by Kelly, but the Panthers can only keep it in the zone for a moment as Kirilov gets the red line and dumps it across to the opposite corner. McDonald behind the net. Continuous play here in the third. Haven't had a whole lot of face-offs. Firth clears the zone in the neutral ice. The Pirates will reset by Anderson. Now Horny. Shot taken by Mullinex, and it's blocked by Kondracki with his head, and it will clear the zone. Turned over to Hussey, but he's only able to hold the line for so long. Chipped in by Horny, and McDonald will get it at the goal line extended. Hussey giving chase on the far side boards. Big hit put on by Macheska. McDonald behind the cage. Kondracki clears the zone, but the arm is up. This will be icing as it's not on goal, and the whistle blows. High Point won't be able to get a line change off.
And that's something that as a freshman I did not know of coming into college hockey, is just when you ice, you're not allowed to change. And I knew that was in the NHL, but just not in college hockey, and that's something that I'm definitely surprised about. I remember when I was gassed in one of the first games I played and we iced the puck. I was like, oh, good, I get to change, but nope.
A rude awakening. And it looks like Coach Starcher's going to take his timeout. Yep, that is indeed the case. So High Point calls their timeout with 12:11 left on the clock in the third, and we'll take it with them. A brief break. We'll come back for what's shaping up to be a great finish here in Greensboro. We're back here at the Greensboro Ice House. I'm Graham Tuck, voice of the Panthers. Garrett Escala on the call with me. This has been a great game between the Panthers and the Pirates of ECU, their first meeting of the season. The second will be tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. in Winston-Salem. Panthers just took their timeout, fresh off the timeout. The Pirates able to get a couple shots on goal, but they'll keep it in the zone there. Michael Ohlweiler has looked stellar after allowing an early power play goal. High Point has scored 2 unanswered, both on the power play. The first one was a one-timer from Hunter Arsenault, a great assist on that play by Rob Cazzola, who has since been tossed from the contest for a misconduct. And the other goal came from Dakota Johnson with a power play winding down as well as the period winding down. If you missed it, go back and watch after the game. It came with exactly double zeros left on the clock. Here's a chance for ECU. The arm is up. We'll see who it's on, and it's on High Point. There's going to be a delayed call. It looks like a high stick, and it appeared they're assessing it to Andrew Prine. Didn't see that, but it's going to be another power play chance for ECU. But on the bright side, the power play has been, it's been good for ECU, but the penalty kill for High Point has been better.
Yeah, you could definitely say that. Most of the play is on the perimeter of the offensive zone for ECU, and High Point's done a great job of not allowing quality shots on net and blocking shots as well.
I was just about to say, they're doing a great job of getting in the shot lanes and blocking shots before they even get to Ohlweiler. Power play setting up, slap shot fanned on by Downs.
He had a wide open shooting lane as well.
Another slap shot, this one not fanned on, but it's blocked by Calkins, and he'll clear the zone. Sean Kelly giving chase shorthanded. He's giving trouble to DePerno behind the net. He'll get rid of the puck. A streaking Fisher. Center ice, poke check by Egan, and he'll kill a little bit more of that penalty off. 1:20 left on the power play for ECU. That's 1 for 3 tonight. Gross moves in, gets by Egan, shot shouldered down by Ohlweiler, and Egan will just hand that puck off to Ohlweiler, who covers with 1:09 left on the power play.
Definitely a smart play, as ECU had the momentum coming into the zone. And, you know, Shawnee, you didn't really have a play because there was an ECU player behind the net, and it would have been a tough play to rim the puck around.
Gross just dusted Egan on that move, but a good job by Egan to get back into play and make the smart hockey move by allowing Ohlweiler to melt that puck down. High Point wins the draw, gets it around the boards to Nupp. Power play halfway over for High Point as Nupp clears it all the way down to the other end of the ice. 10.5 left in the third. High Point up by 1. Calkins possesses in his defensive end. He'll clear it down again.
Again, props to this High Point penalty kill. They've been great all day. Let's see if they can continue it throughout the rest of this power play.
Nupp hauls down McLinn at center ice. There's going to be another power play. Delayed call. 30 seconds left on the penalty to Prine. Shot blocked in front. The extra attacker is out for ECU. It's 6-on-4 right now. Slap shot, and it goes wide off the stick of McMahon. Never found the crease of Ohlweiler. Arms still up. 15 seconds left to Prine. Pad save Ohlweiler on a pass attempt that ended up being more of a shot from McMahon. About to be 6-on-5. That one's still loose in the slot. The whistle was blown prematurely, but mercifully for High Point, Ryan Henry has finally been released from the box. So that's a good sign, as now you'll have him back for the remainder of the contest, but being sent off is Paxton Nupp in his place. So it will be 3 seconds of 5-on-3 for ECU, and then that will quickly transition back into another power play.
One thing I have to notice is that ECU did not make the smart play there. They should let High Point touch up on the puck and then have a 5-on-3, which probably would have been for around 40 seconds. And instead, it's a 5-on-3 for 2 seconds.
The clock never started, so now Prine is released from the box, but fortunately for High Point, Ohlweiler covers up on the shot, and we're back to just regular 5-on-4 power play time for the Pirates, who are officially 1 for 4 on the power play tonight. The penalty kill has been clicking the last couple of nights for High Point. At the blue line, High Point will take it behind the net, and Anderson unable to keep it in at the blue line. It goes all the way down. 1:45 left on the power play. Cooner. McDonald able to break up the play. Egan with a brutal hit. Cross ice pass. Anderson had it in the slot, still loose. Puck's being fought for. It's in some feet. The arm is up. We're going to see what happens here. But the puck stayed out. I can tell you that for sure.
Not sure who the call is on. It might be on Sean Kelly for checking somebody from behind. And that looks like that's what the call is going to be, as it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for ECU.
And this is a long one. A 1:16 to be exact.
And this is a crucial power play for ECU.
Oh, without a doubt. This is just even more crucial than the 5-on-3 that High Point had at the end of the first period. And for the Panthers, you've got to start playing more disciplined here in the third. You're going to throw this game away. And these are points that you've got to have.
correct. And even with things getting chippy, you don't want to respond to that.
Pad save Ohlweiler off the slap shot from DiPerno. Cross ice pass is missed by Anderson. 1 minute and 2 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Pad save Ohlweiler on a shot that got through. DiPerno to Anderson. Cross ice fanned on by Dubberly, who had a great chance all alone in the circles. Calkins hits the ice, and we're going to have another call, this one against ECU. We'll see what happens here.
That is definitely a mistake by ECU. You can't take a penalty when on a 5-on-3 power play down by 1 with halfway to just 8 minutes left in the third.
So it's going to be on Tucker Horney. I think they had said that it was, I heard a cross check was the call that I heard, but I missed the play. All I know is that I heard a whistle blow and saw an orange band with the arm up. So it's 4-on-3 hockey, and the faceoff comes in the offensive end for High Point. And quickly, Arsenault will put the puck towards the net of Reichbart, who will melt it down, and only 2 seconds tick off the clock. There are 49 seconds left in the 4-on-3 power play. And then we'll have about 23 seconds of 4-on-4, and then a brief power play for High Point. Shot deflected in front, saved by Ohlweiler. That was a great play from DiPerno, as darting towards the net with a lot of space was Connor Dubberly. But the save made by the freshman in between the pipes for High Point.
Another great save by Ohlweiler. We've seen a bunch of those this game.
Allowed the 1 goal to open the game in the first, and since then has been perfect. 32 seconds left in 4-on-3. Bottom of the circle is now the top. Shot on by Mullinex, gloved by Ohlweiler, and with 8 minutes even, we'll have another face-off. 24 seconds left on the power play for ECU.
You know, this is something that you just never practice in practice.
You really don't.
4-on-3 power play. They're very rare. It's just something that, you practice 3-on-3 because of overtime.
Right.
It's something that you just don't see.
Point-to-point pass taken by Schaefer and blocked in front by his own man. That shot might have gotten on to Ohlweiler had Caleb Downs not gotten a stick to it. ECU coming away with it. Shot on, it goes wide off the stick of Downs. Schaefer. 4-on-3 is over. We are playing 4-on-4 hockey. And it goes all the way down. Darting out of the box is Henry, off the bench, I should say. So we've got 35 seconds of 4-on-4, and then about 24 seconds of power play time for the Panthers. Moving on sides is Mullinex. Cuts back to the slot pad save Ohlweiler. That was a great chance. Set up by a defenseman. A good move by Mullinex. McLean on the backhand. To the post. Wraparound chance blocked by Henry. That was Calkins with a good break up there. Henry moving with it. 5 seconds left in 4-on-4. McDonald gets past his man. It's a power play for the Panthers. McDonald shot on Reichbart, and he'll swallow it up for a stoppage. 6:50 on the clock. 22 seconds on the power play for High Point. The penalty kill does its job. They are 5 for 6 today.
Yeah, a tremendous special team play by the Panthers this game. 2 power play goals, and again, being able to kill 4 out of the 5 penalties that they've taken this game.
And they'll win the faceoff, but it leaks all the way down. Johnson will have to rush back and grab it. There are 15 seconds left on the power play for High Point. Johnson dangles around Kirilov, but in neutral ice, he'll turn it over. Knupp has it in his defensive end. Power play is over for High Point. 5-on-5 hockey. Shot on from the blue line. That one almost leaked through 5-hole, but able to pad that one back up into the chest from the blue line is Reichbart, and he'll freeze it for a face-off. 6:23 left in the third. Still just a 1-goal difference between the two teams.
Another offensive draw for the Panthers. They've had a lot of these this game, but they have not won a lot of offensive zone face-offs. And that's just something that needs to change for the Panthers.
High Point has not won 2 games in a row all season long. Looking to change that tonight. Firth giving chase on the boards. Egan let Kirilov get behind him. He's got to get in a race for the puck. He'll win it. Rims it around the boards. At the point, it's taken by the defenseman. That's Thronson. CK, near side boards, will chip it up and all the way down the ice. Arm is up for icing, and that will be the call with under 6 to play now.
Again, just going back to the not being able to change on the icing rule, something that I had to get used to. As this third or fourth line, I guess you could say third line now because they're so shorthanded, but this fourth line for the Panthers will not be able to change.
Oh, and the Panthers have been without Tim Fleury all weekend as well. We haven't even touched on that. That's a great goal scorer that you're missing on top of all of the injuries that have occurred this weekend. As a quick shot off the faceoff is blocked up and out of play. And just as quickly as that line came on, another one will replace it. It's Pageon, Arsenault, and Nupp. Again, Kennedy has left today's contest. Cazzola was tossed. Fallon missed the game with an injury after playing last night. So this is a decimated High Point team, but they are hanging in there with a 1-goal lead against this ECU team, which plays a big part in the ACCHL standings. High Point coming away with the puck in the defensive end. It's Pageon. He'll turn it over to Kelman, the goal scorer for ECU. At the point, Thronson. Now Kelman in the corner. Nupp will body him off and wait for Egan to come help out. He'll get it to Pageon. 2-on-2, and the arm is up. It's going to be holding against Paxton Nupp.
And a misconduct.
To Sean Egan, it seems. And we talked about having to stay disciplined. I know your penalty kill is killing it tonight, but you can't keep giving them opportunities like this, especially now that you're missing your captain. Egan has been sent to the locker room.
I think it was a borderline hold on Paxton Nupp. Just watching that play, the puck was kind of right there, but I think he held him just a little bit too long after the play. As again, a crucial ECU power play coming up with just about 5 minutes to go and a 2-minute power play as they take a timeout.
And we'll take it with them again. The Panthers on the penalty kill once more when we come back. Back here at the Greensboro Ice House, ECU has just taken their timeout. 5:18 left on the clock here. High Point without their captain. Their assistant captain, Nupp, is in the box. The penalty kill is 5 for 6 tonight. They're going to have to kill one more if they want to hold on to this lead for the next 2 minutes.
And the bench has become even shorter now.
And that is a very important point. High Point has lost a lot of skaters in this game. ECU wins the draw. They'll take it. Far circles, leaking back out to the blue line, but kept in the zone by DePerno. 5:10 left on the clock. DePerno, shot through, pad save, rebounds there, they score.
And that just has to decimate High Point. I mean, they were playing defense this entire third period. There was barely any offensive presence. It was not a matter of if, it was when.
When you take that many penalties in one period, it's bound to catch up to you at some point. And it did for High Point. And we're all evened up with 5:03 left to go in this one. And we could be heading for extra time at this rate. ECU tries to get into the attacking zone, they will. But bodying off his man is Tyler Calkins. He stripped of the puck, but he'll get it back and find McDonald. Off the boards to himself, but it's turned over. Michael Ohlweiler would glove the puck down from the neutral zone. McClin, arm is up to who I'm not sure. Kelly hit the deck, and this might be a penalty against ECU. Dakota Johnson's gonna stick up for his line mate. These two teams do not like each other, never have. And Mason McMahon is the guilty party. He's going to the box. I don't know how you can't toss him too. And it appears that he has been, so there you go.
I believe he's been in the box a couple times this game as well. He looks like he's been mouthing off to the referee.
That's the status quo today. And keep in mind, both of these teams are going to play each other again in just about, a couple of hours. 10:30 puck drop tomorrow morning from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. We'll be there, and we'll be bringing you that game, the second of two this weekend against ECU for High Point.
And this should be a Panthers power play coming up.
It should. It definitely should. There needs to be someone going to the box. The door is open for ECU, but nobody has been sent to serve the penalty. There are only 4 men on the ice for ECU, so even they know that it should be a power play for High Point. And finally, it will be Thronson who goes to serve the penalty. So with 4:39 left in the third, High Point gets a power play and a chance to retake the lead. And it's 5 minutes. It's a 5-minute major power play for High Point. This is huge. High Point wins the draw. Johnson. For Henry, now Johnson again. Pitch and catch. Johnson, a shot through. Deflected in front and able to squeeze onto it is Reichbart. It was caught under his pad and he didn't even know it.
Reichbart has been spectacular these last 2 periods. He's swallowing up everything. It's definitely been tough for the Panthers to get a goal. After that first period, he's really stepped things up and is standing on his head.
High Point is going to be on the power play for the remainder of regulation at the least.
This is something they need to capitalize on.
Anderson tries to clear and does. Johnson can't keep it into the blue line. Anderson got it down and Knupp will take it behind his cage. Leaves it for Dakota Johnson. Dakota Johnson moving up. Arsenault in on sides. Arsenault tries to get it to Henry and does. Arsenault takes a heavy hit behind the play. And Knupp will give a little bit of a retaliation shot. Nobody being assessed a penalty on that play. 3:46 left in the period. 4 minutes on the power play for High Point. Henry tries to get into the zone but can't, and ECU clears again. Johnson will look to set up the breakout again. This time he'll be the one that leaves it for Knupp instead of the other way around. Hunter Arsenault wheeling up the center of the ice. He's taken down. A good play from Fisher there, and Fisher will clear it. Line change for High Point. Calkins behind the net. Tries to find CK, can't get it to him. Padgett will take it instead. CK gets the puck on sides, dumps it to the opposite corner, and Calkins will be there to get it up. Behind the net for Padgett. CK, near side corner. Off the boards for Padgett, rims it around, trying to find Henry. Pass to the slot dangerously by ECU, and now a 2-on-2 as CK and Padgett rejoin the play. Chest save made by Ohlweiler with 2:37 left. 15, McDonald bringing it up the ice. Leaves it for Padgett at the blue line. Finds Hunter Arsenault in the slot. Calkins instead. Shot leaks through. Backhanded shot just wide by McDonald. was looking for what could have been his second game winner of the year. 2:15 left in regulation. McDonald for Padgett. McDonald again. Shot blocked in front, never got through. McDonald can't keep it in. 2:05 left in the third as ECU clears.
Again, the Panthers without some of their best power play players.
Yep, you're without Rob Cazzola. You're without Logan Kennedy. You're without Sean Egan, who is a great distributor. Kelly will get it into the zone, but quickly it's turned the other way by ECU. 1:44 left on the clock. Moving with the puck is Calkins. Arsenault chips it in on sides. Unable to keep it. The blue line is High Point as ECU clears again. Their penalty kill has looked spectacular on this major power play for High Point. And at this rate, we could be heading for extra hockey. Nupp makes his man fall to the ice, and he'll look to break out on the power play. 77 seconds left in the third period. Calkins cuts up the middle of the ice. Calkins still moving. Dangles backhanded pass for Kelly. Loosen the slot. Arsenault shot saved by Reichbart. And a big one at that. ECU able to clear. Best chance on this power play so far for High Point.
And a minute left in the period. High Point has to turn it up right now.
Ryan Henry with speed. 50 seconds left. Ryan Henry behind the net. Centering pass. Kelly. Save made by Reichbart. Stone cold on the blue paint. Able to keep out Sean Kelly. Dakota Johnson moving with it. Johnson dangles, shoots just wide off the back of the net. Henry centering pass, nobody home. 30 seconds left, and back to get the puck is Arsenault. Moving with speed is Arsenault. Gets in on sides. Arsenault dangles around a couple of Pirate defenders. 15 seconds left. Nupp in the corner. Puck still loose along the boards. High Point not moving with a whole lot of intensity right now. And the clock is still winding down. A Pirate player had been sitting on the puck for about 10 seconds before the whistle finally blew.
Surprised there's no delay of game penalty.
I'm not 100% sure what the reasoning is there. But there's 2.2 seconds left on the clock in regulation. And for all intents and purposes, this one is going to OT.
The High Point needs a right-handed shot on the shots. You can see how they're setting up with Sean Kelly and CK on the left side of the faceoff. They're going to look to get a shot on net.
Macheska setting up to take the draw. Puck is dropped. Johnson, shot, save made, still loose, and no buzzer beater this time. We're going to OT.
That was a very close play right there. I almost thought that went in.
Couple of good chances down the stretch on that major power play for High Point. There's still 21 seconds left of it when we go to overtime, but extra hockey is needed. 60 minutes not enough between the Panthers and the Pirates after the equalizer scored on the power play by ECU. It'll be 5 minutes, and we'll take a break as we get set for the extra period. We are back here for the overtime period. 5 minutes, and it will be 3-on-3. But for the first 21 seconds, it's 4-on-3 until Eric Thronson is released from the box. The 4 out there right now, Kelly, Henry, Calkins, and Johnson.
Something to notice that it is 4 forwards, although Calkins has played a little bit of D this year.
And ECU clears it all the way down on net from their own side of the ice. 5-minute overtime has started. Panther power play, one last chance. Under 10 seconds left on the man advantage. Henry circles back. He'll set up. Finds Johnson. Back to Henry. 4-on-4 hockey. Henry, high slot. Down low for Kelly, but he couldn't finish. Johnson with a shot and it's blocked in front. Kelly finds Johnson behind the net, but it's too far out in front of him, and Mullinex will clear the zone. Moving the other way is ECU. It's Danny Cooner. Has the game on his stick, but the puck broken up by Henry. Good pass break up there. 6 are tied up, and Henry able to win that battle. Finds Dakota Johnson at neutral ice. Johnson harasses Cooner. Finds Gross on sides. Nobody there defensively, but a bad pass. Gross behind the net, resetting for ECU. Calkins able to break up the play, and a good check. Good check by Tyler Calkins to the point. Shot deflected in front off the stick of DePerno, but it goes wide of the blue paint. Johnson hits the glass hard and goes down. He's not getting up. No penalty there. That was a clean play, but Johnson took the worst of that hit, and he's going to be sent off. The penalty door is open. The penalty box door is open for ECU, but I don't think they're going to find anyone in the box. And so now we'll reset and play 3-on-3. 3:42 left to go in overtime. I would assume there is a shootout should we be tied at the end of this 5-minute period. The 3 out there for High Point, Nupp, Arsenault, and it appears to be McDonald. Face-off, won by the Pirates, but Nupp will come away with it. Nupp gets around Schaefer and DePerno. McDonald will pick it up at the blue line, give it back to Paxton. Arsenault tries to center it for Nupp, but the pass is broken up. 3:26 left. A lot of open ice here. Nupp finds McDonald. Shot just high of the post. That was a great shot from McDonald. You aim small, miss small, and that's what he did there. Stretch pass, finds Schaefer, and he's in a foot race with McDonald. Shoots, they score. Hudson Schaefer, the game winner in overtime with 3:08 left on the clock, and that is how this one ends. High Point gets a point out of this contest at the very least, but ECU gets the win, and we'll have a rematch tomorrow. What was a great game from start to finish ends in a comeback win by the Pirates, but High Point with a chance to get a couple more back tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. puck drop from the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Annex. That'll do it for us here in Greensboro tonight. For Garrett Escala and everyone that helped out tonight make this broadcast happen, I'm Graham Tuck. Final score, ECU Pirates 3, HPU Panthers 2, final in overtime.